uma outra parte dessa organização, essa massificação do movimento.
Hi, my name is Alex Ungprateeb Flynn. I'm an anthropologist and a curator, and I'm an assistant professor at UCLA's Department of World Arts and Culture/Dance. My research and my practice really sits between anthropology and art, between artistic practice and ethnography. And this has really been shaped by the events of the past years, really where I think we've seen a shift of artistic practice from work on objects to work on contexts. So this is something that has really shaped all the research that I've done since 2007. And most of that research has taken place in Brazil, where we're filming this right now. I've also worked in Argentina and Mexico, but pretty much always in Latin America. The first project that I did in 2007 was with a social movement called the MST, the Landless Workers Movement. And their struggle was for agrarian reform. What was interesting about that movement for me was that they had a culture sector. And of course, what they were trying to articulate was how that struggle could be put forward subjectively through a community coming together to express themselves through art. This idea of working with communities and the relations that are inherent to art was really part of the work that I did in São Paulo in 2014. We ended up working with another social movement called the FLM, the Struggle for Just Housing, and together with a community of 500 people without permanent accommodation, we occupied an abandoned building in the center of São Paulo. In that building we created an artistic residency, and that led to a huge amount of work, participatory work, engaged with the community. And those themes were really important again in a project I subsequently did on cartonera publishing. This is publishing which makes books available, much more accessible, and you use cardboard that is reclaimed from the streets to bind the book. And of course in that way, because you control the process of it, you can also control what gets to be published and whose stories you can tell. So these are some of the projects that I've done, and the themes really behind these are always constant, which is a practice which is ethnographic, a practice which seeks to work with artists, and a practice which looks at the prefigurative potential of art. Like, what is it about art that allows us to glimpse that which lies just beyond the horizon? That's something that really fascinates me and something I really look forward to discussing with you all over the coming weeks and months.